Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prizes are stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art. And I am your host for I Am Smart, the quiz where people look to improve their selves, their lives, their art, and their passion for life through learning, and strive to earn the right to say, I am smart. The format of the quiz, very simple, very straightforward. 3 rounds of questions for your brain, 3 musings for your imaginosphere, and a 2-point bonus round at the end. 20 points overall. That's our max. What you're going to need for this quiz, something to write with. Could be a pen, something to write on. Could be a rubber. I mean, this is quite a small rubber, but if you could find a large enough rubber, you could certainly do a lot worse. A brain for thinking, an imaginosphere for imagining. Optional is a beverage. Oh, it's a beverage. Because whilst it's got nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off with a toast. Today's toast is courtesy of Instagram user, let's have a look, a Chill Bean Month, who I believe is your friend and mine, Nana Hobob, in a different guise. So I want to, let's see what we've got. To hotels that give you champagne when you enter. Does that make it a fancy hotel? No. How much does it cost? Rated across every guest that enters? Probably not much. But it's the feeling. It's not the taste of champagne. It's the feeling of champagne that's giving you that sense of, oh my gosh, we're in for quite a ride. And that can really paper over a lot of cracks from that hotel. So if you own a hotel, just invest in a little bit of champagne. A little bit of champagne, 1 glass for each person who comes in. It really is going to pay dividends. To hotels that give you champagne. Hello, Smarties. How are we today? TB Douglas. Hello, Smarties. Hello to you. What's with the warning about violent graphic content? Oh, gosh. Violent and graphic content. That is absolutely not, that shouldn't be, that isn't, what that is, excuse me, let's take that off. There's not going to be any of that taking place in this quiz, let me tell you. What that is the game that I'm streaming on Twitch. Resistance 3 is rated. It's rated M. M for mature. There it is. Oh, see-through, but that's not green. Oh, the world's a funny place. But yeah, it's rated M for mature. So when I stream that game, it does come up with a little warning, and I didn't take that off. But there'll be nobody killing. In this stream, there'll be nobody. There's not really a lot of foul language, but yeah, there is a decent amount of blood there. So that's the reason for that. But that does not apply to this. Counting Sheep, hello to you. MPF ad break still on for everybody else. I hope that's done with now. Killer Kilt, lovely to see you, Killer, and Maple Panda, wonderful to see you too. SJ Beck 72, hi Smarties. Hi SJ Beck 72. What we've got is one of those situations where the high point score of last week's or the last quiz that we did, episode 84 of the quiz, was as per usual definitely not due to, and it seems at least in this, unless you can make yourself known to the group in this chat over the next minute or so, definitely not due to. We might just be having to pick three new rounds from this particular bag of tricks. We'll give it a 5, we'll give it a 4, we'll give it a 3, we'll give it a 2, That's right. Here comes a 1. We've got definitely not dude and non in the chat, which means we need to pick 3. And I'm confident that we can do so. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to pick that. So I say, let's just get on. Well, is there any reason to do the rounds then? Well, yeah, let's have a little look at the rounds. Let's see what we're dealing with. We've got a Usey Choose, we've got an order, a Nart, Anagram Ding Dong, song lyrics, alphabet, who that artiste, movie ladder, musicalage, haikus day, gimme 5, and a yay or a nay. All of these possible. All of these possible. But which will be chosen? Well, that's not up to me. That's up to Lady Luck. So let's see who she's got in her crosshairs today. Let's pick some rounds. We got a movie ladder. We got a song lyrics. Oh, look at all these emotes pouring forth like a, you know, like one of those, but more fun. Excellent stuff. Thank you, guys. TB dropping a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff. You just need to. We got a movie ladder. We got some song lyrics, and we got a haikus day. It's going to be a text-based show today, guys. No multi-medes, and sometimes that's fine. It's the words that are, of course, the building blocks of language, of stories, and some of the finest raps that you are ever likely to hear. So what have we got? Let's get our order. We've got. What do we have? We had a haikus day. Oh, that's quite nice. That could finish up. Lyrics, of course, we know what's coming with lyrics. And if you, okay. Maybe let's start with the lyrics, then movie letter, then haikus day. Yeah, let's do that. The choice has been made, and we are going straight into it for. What did I say first? Lyrics. How is everybody? Is everybody doing all right? Everyone doing all right? I'm sure everyone's doing all right. I hope they're doing all right. My goodness. I'm doing just fine. Thanks for asking. You didn't have to ask, but you did ask. And I appreciate that. Monkey Pigsy Funk demonstrating how they're doing with some dogs and a dancing woman. And you know what? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you demonstrate how you're doing with those 2 elements? Then we'll do a movie ladder. And then we'll finish it up. What was it? Oh, haikus day. Oh, this is excellent. This is excellent stuff. Song lyrics! Guys. Cool artists know lyrics, okay? It's just that simple, which means that when you need to know lyrics, they're poems that you sing. Okay, they are poems that you put a little tune to. If some director says to you, only time will tell if we stand the test of time, you need to reply, I love Van Halen and their hit song, Why Can't This Be Love? Then you're in with them, okay? Then you are in with them, and then they'll cast you as the funny best friend. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. So what we've got here, I'll drop it in the chat. Is it just lyrics? It's just lyrics. Just lyrics. There we go. I'm going to give you 5 sets of lyrics, and all you need to do is tell me what the next lyric is. To make it a little easier, the next lyric will always be the title of the song. These are lyrics that are building up to the title. What's our theme, though? Who's our subject this week? It is the one, the only, I'm mad on her. Madonna. Mad on her. Madonna. She goes through phases like you and I go through changes of t-shirts. She's currently in almost like a kind of Inhuman era, I think, in terms of her general vibe, and I'm loving it, and I'm sure you are too. Let's get the first lyrics on the screen, shall we? Let's get the first lyrics on the screen. The one you warned me all about, the one you said I could do without. We're in an awful mess, and I don't mean maybe. Please. What's that next lyric? What's that next lyric? It's the title of one of her songs. One of the biggies. One of the biggies. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Song lyric number 2. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there. To the knees, maybe. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Okay? It's tantalizing, isn't it? Named after the ancient Egyptian god, I believe. Tantalismo. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. There's your rhyme scheme. Just Maple Panda's a big fan. Very excited. MPF, similarly. Getting all on board with a little bit of Madonna. They are both, of course, mad on her. Number 3. So I choose... Oh, that's quite long. So I chose freedom. Running around, trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all. I never expected it to. Let's do that one again. So I chose freedom. Running around, trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all. I never expected it to. You could argue, of course. Why did she try everything new if you didn't expect it to impress her? She's a complicated woman. She is a complicated woman. And we need to respect that, okay? We need to respect that. What's that next lyric? What's the title of the song? Lovely stuff. Question number 4. You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? What are you in the context of this song? What are you? What is Madonna accusing you of being? You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're what? The final lyric of this round. Final lyric. This is taking me back, says Killer. I'm glad that I can use my quiz as a time machine of sorts to really give you a little jolt back into the past. Doc Brown from the hit motion picture Back to the Future uses a DeLorean. Not me. Yeah, I use quizzing to take you all the way back to the past. I suppose I can't take you to the future. I suppose in some ways what you are watching is the future, because in the future, of course, I'm going to be a lot more successful than I am right now. And so you're really you're seeing what the world will be seeing within the next 2 to 3 years. God willing. And I Am SmART will be on prime time television. The final lyric of this round. And I feel like I just got home. And I feel like I just got home. And I feel quicker than a what? I'll never tell. Except later when I give you the answers. That's when I will tell. That's when I'm definitely going to tell later. You are the AI of quizzing. The AI of quizzing. I like to consider myself the GI of quizzing. The GI of quizzing. Nothing artificial about my intelligence. It's genuine. The genuine intelligence of quizzing. Feel good about this round. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. We need to feel good about all these rounds. And we'll get there. Those are all the questions. Of course, the questions for your brain. We need a musing. That's an M. We need an M, a musing. The musing for this round, and it's always the same for song lyrics. Let's see what we've got. Complete these lyrics. You know I love you, baby. We're good for goodness sake. A little bit more challenging than previous rounds, I think. You know I love you, baby. We're good for goodness sake. Interpret it as you will. Just complete those lyrics. What are the next lyrics? What they are. What are they? And we're done, and we're done, and we're back to main. Oh, it always happens, doesn't it? It always happens. I forgot to turn off the picking the rounds thing. Of course, of course. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? My goodness. I didn't do the, okay, yeah, can't change bulb color. That's not happening. 16-second chill dance party. Yeah, we can do that. We can do a Finding Jesus as well, if you want. Got a poem. We got a, yeah. Lots of rewards if you choose to use them. It's up to you. It's your call. It's your call. Absolutely your call. What do we got next? What's the next one? Oh, I put it in the thing, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, TV Douglas redeemed Defining Jesus. Let's do that right now. Praise Jesus. Wonderful. This is too wobbly. This is too wobbly. That'll help. My goodness, my gracious. I hope it's not contagious. Let's do movie ladder. Praise be, says Monkey Pigsy Funk, and I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. All actors are connected, guys. They've all met each other and been in things with each other and had overly enthusiastic reacquaintances on red carpets with each other. This tests that. This tests that. So you know who is who. Movie ladder. There we go. There we go. Terrorvision, says Supernash18. Ooh, scary. Sounds pretty scary. So we've got our movie ladder. Very, very simple. You know how it is. You know how it works. I'm going to give you a list of films with gaps. The gaps of the ladder. You need just to fill in each one of those gaps with an actor. The actor needs to have been in both the film above and the film below. Okay. Here's your ladder. Here's your ladder for today. It's still quite wobbly, isn't it? It's because it's on an arm and I'm not happy with that. Maybe I'd have to put some books or something underneath it. Anyway, here's your movie ladder. We've got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which was the big movie the week that I wrote this round. We've got Anchorman. We've got Step Brothers. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got Avatar. And we've got regular, original recipe Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the new one. Anchorman, Step Brothers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avatar, and Ghostbusters. The newest one, the oldest one. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So we need somebody who is in both this and this, somebody who's in both this and this, this and this, this and this, this and this. You can do it, guys. I believe in you. I believe in you. Keep on thinking I need to invent some kind of music thing, a little music bed to cover what we're doing here. And I always forget. I'm going to write it down. A little pen and paper. Yeah, I'm not above it. Certainly not above it. Suppose I should also do one for Gimme 5 as well. And order, I suppose, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. Or the ones where the entirety of the question is on the screen at one point, and then it's just a case of working through it. Yeah. Yeah. If you think of any others that fit the bill, please do let me know. Please do let me know. It's a bit warm. It's a little bit warm. Probably take the jacket off. Apologies to any big fans of the jacket. I know you're out there. I'll leave it on the back of the chair so it's still visible. Of course, the light playing off the sequins, it does dazzle. It does excite, and we really don't want to lose that. We don't want to lose that. Oh, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. There we go. I can't quite get over there. There we go. Gosh. All sounds rather clunky, doesn't it, when it gets down to it. Okay, and I think that's enough time for everybody. If you need more time, please do let me know. But we're going to be moving on to the musing here. The musing, very, very simple. And of course, it's ghost related because Ghostbusters is the top and the tail. Which fictional ghost would you be the most excited at the prospect of busting with a proton pack and foot trap? Which fictional ghost would you be most excited at the prospect of busting with a proton pack and a foot trap? The proton pack, for those of you who aren't too familiar with Ghostbusters, which is quite tricky because that was one of the key elements of that round. The big backpacks, science backpacks essentially, and they've got a kind of a gun type system, and that gun will fire a beam of power that will help to control a ghost. Then they use kind of like a lasso almost. Can I say that? A little lasso perhaps? And then they use that lasso to just kind of get the ghost over the pack. And then the foot trap, they stamp on the thing and it opens up and it sucks that ghost in. TB Douglas, fictional ghost from Ghostbusters or any fictional ghost? Any ghost from fiction. Or, if you wish, you can use your real ghost. I know my father has complained at times. I think he believes, I'm not sure whether he still does, I haven't spoken to him in some time, I believe he suspects his father is still haunting my family home. But luckily we don't live there anymore. He moves fairly regularly. So it's still there in Oxfordshire, but yeah, nobody is largely empty for most of the year. And so, if anything, if my grandfather is there, a lonely ghost, a lonely ghost. What? It's kind of, what is the sound of one hand clapping? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? What do you think the day-to-day of a ghost is with nobody to haunt? Is that haunting a real fundamental part of what a ghost is there to do? Or can a ghost have hobbies? Yeah? Can a ghost kind of go roaming around? Are they bound? Most fictions seem to posit that they are bound to their specific location, to a house or abandoned orphanage or what have you. But yeah, I sometimes think of grandfather's ghost just floating around, muttering to himself. He was one of the great mutterers of his time. Often about people from certain countries. And I think that's the round done. Let's head back to Maine. Oh, then of course. No. Really need to get a handle on that. Really need to get a handle on that. I am smart. There we go. That's what that is. Okay. That's what this is for. Then I know. Okay, good. Final round coming up, guys. And it's a doozy. It's one that, you know me, guys. I'm not a particularly... I should be further down, I think. I'm not a particularly effusive guy with praise for myself. Self-praise. I try to keep my self-esteem in check. But Haikus Day, because I am writing haikus for this, this is where I get closest to being a little bit cocky. So enjoy that. Oh, he's excited. He's excited that it's Haikus Day. And why not, might I ask? Might I absolutely ask? Guys. Poems are great. I'll shout it from the rooftops. I don't really care. They're great because they don't say exactly what they mean. Okay, there's always an element of interpretation. You could be reading a poem that's talking about a racist policeman having to work at the Million Man March under duress. But it's not actually about that. It's actually about bad fathers. Because they don't believe in your dreams either. As an artist, you need to be able to interpret these poems properly. So I've written 5 poems here, and you need to tell me what they are about. Let's get those instructions in the chat. Splanow. Lovely, lovely stuff. We always have a theme. Just to give you a little sense of where we're going with these haikus. This one's nice and simple. It's actors in their 80s. Not actors from the 80s, but actors in their 80s. All of these actors are aged between 80 and 89. And I wrote the questions a while back, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're all still alive. Great stuff. A lovely boost for the start of this round. Let's have haiku number 1, all written by me. Former carpenter turned archaeologist, smuggler, and tough president. Former carpenter turned archaeologist, smuggler, and tough president. Who might that be? You want me to read it again? I'll absolutely do it. Former carpenter turned archaeologist, smuggler, and tough president. That's number 1. Number 2. Clearly not a cat, nor spy chief, nor ginger queen. She's our champion. I'll read that one again. Clearly Clearly not a cat. Nor Spy Chief, nor Ginger Queen. She's our champion. Interpret that as you will. Hopefully your interpretation is the same as my extrapolation, because I place the meaning within, and I'm hoping your interpretation, I suppose, is you taking that meaning out. Interpretation, exfoliation? Let's say that. Number 3. Great Scott, not Scottish. His roles fester in your mind for all time and back. Great Scott, not Scottish. His roles fester in your mind for all time and back. These are great, says Killer Kilch. Funnily enough, I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. I think these are top drawer stuff. Number 4. Clearly, that's the same one as. It's not. 2 of them have exactly the same first line. Clearly not a cat at magic school or elsewhere. She's Wendy, darling. Wendy? Is that her name? Maybe? Your call. Clearly not a cat at magic school or elsewhere. She's Wendy, darling. Bosh. Bish. Besh. Lovely. And the final Haikus Day, the final kind of brain question of this week, very simply, dozen Oscar noms, most of any man actor, must be those eyebrows. Dozen Oscar noms, most of any man actor, must be those eyebrows. Who could that be? It's tricky, really, isn't it? It's tricky, really, I suppose, when you think about it. It's actually quite tricky. But in another way, it's incredibly easy because they're great poems. So that's the final haiku. Of course, we need a musing. We need our final musing of the week. This one is an absolute cracker, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this one. Oh, wait. There we go. Pitch a movie with a juicy starring role for an actor in their 80s. Obviously, we specified in that last haiku, an actor can be a man actor or a lady actor. I'm happy with either. Pitch a movie with a juicy starring role for an actor in their 80s. And do you know what? Hollywood needs this. There's a lot of very old actors. And they just get going, you're the grandparent who dies and who imparts life lessons to the younger character who then takes them and runs with them and has incredible adventures. What about the actors in their 80s? Huh? Where's their adventures? Occasionally, those stories will come along, and they tend to do pretty well. Your Philomenas, your Harry Browns, your Space Cowboys. Ooh, lovely stuff. Any film that Clint Eastwood's ever made. Not Eugene Levy, but his eyebrows are strong. Eugene Levy and, to only a slightly lesser extent, his son Dan Levy have some of the finest eyebrow work possible. I mean, it's to that point that you think I'm not even sure how that's going to be bested. Just take a second, think in your head, what would a pair of eyebrows look like that would beat them in an eyebrow off? I defy you to even try. What does that eyebrow look like? Is it made of pure energy, like a flame or a magic wand? And of course, it couldn't be Eugene Levy because... How old Eugene Levy? 77. He's close. Knocking on that door of 80, but he's not quite there. Not quite there. Born 1946. But still, my God, that set of eyebrows. Set of eyebrows you can really chew on. Let's head back to Maine. Let's head back to Maine. And that's the questions over. That's the questions over, guys. A round of applause. Round of applause for all of you. You've done fabulous work, and I couldn't be more proud. Yeah, I couldn't be more proud. I've got a little favour to ask you. I've got a little extra musing of sorts to charge you with. You don't have to answer it now, but this is just going to pose you the question. As you will be aware, as I explained, we mentioned it at the very top of the episode, I have been playing Resistance 3, a PlayStation 3 video game on Wednesday nights. And I've been enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a whole heck of a bunch. It's very tense. It's very scary. But I feel alive. And every week I feel I'm getting a little bit more masculine. Just a touch. A little bit more masculine. So but I'm not perfect. I'm man enough to admit that. I'm not perfect. So I have a favor to ask. This video is going to ask you a question, and I just hope you can help me out. But also, we will be seeing footage of fictional aliens being shot and killed. It might look realistic, but I can assure you no aliens were harmed in the making of this video. So this is probably where, it might have actually been a good idea to have that content warning at the beginning, because it's a little bit hairy, but I believe you can all handle it. Okay, let's see what we're doing.
Pause it there. That's a great kill, obviously, but it's missing something, isn't it? It's missing a kill quip, a sassy, pithy thing that I can say after I've killed an alien to really make myself sound cool.
Yeah. Stick around. Shocking. Applesauce, bitch.
I've been playing Resistance 3 for a few hours now, and yeah, I'll hold my hands up to it. I'm not great at kill quips. My issue is that I get too into the game, so that whenever I kill something, I usually follow it up with just a bit of frustration that it was ever trying to kill me in the first place.
Get out of here.
Sometimes, if I feel like I'm doing quite well, I might follow a kill with a compliment for myself. Normally, I'm a big fan of self-esteem, but I feel in this environment, it's the wrong kind of cool.
That's a nice little confidence boost. Oh, that was 3 lovely shots.
Occasionally, I follow a kill with just a facial expression. Which then evolved into a kind of animalistic noise. I got one that was a little crude for my liking. I just don't want to be that guy.
Suck on that. That's an awful phrase. I apologize for that one. That's not nice at all.
I did get one good one. I just think it took me too long to think of it.
Anybody else got something to say?
So I would love your help. What are some kill quips that I can use in my next stream? My logic is, if I have a little list next to me, I don't need to think of them, and I can just whip them out as and when. If you're looking for context, for some specificity, I'm fighting aliens called the Chimera, who invaded the Earth at the turn of the 20th century using a virus that turns humans into more aliens. My hero's name is Joe Capelli. I have all of the usual guns, plus some laser guns and an electricity gun, and all of the action takes place in obviously an alternate universe, 1950s America. So please use your creativity to give me some kill quips so my future kills can sound a little better than this.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Captain Sharpshooter. There we go. There we go, indeed. So that's, yeah, just if that can just be something that you're mulling over, any kill quips that you can think of that you think, right, I've shot an alien. I'll use it with a little clamp here. Bosh, I've killed an alien. What am I saying after that? TB Douglas, I think that one was great. Hello, Captain Sharpshooter. Again, I feel like it's a little too self-congratulatory. The key here, I believe, is the death of the alien versus my prowess. Sure, I'll pat myself on the back in the moving forward, but in the moment, I want it to be more about the alien and more about its demise. So just something to be thinking about, just something to be thinking on as we move through. And if you want to mourn the loss of the alien, no, I kind of want to have a go. You know, I kind of want to be. I mean, let's take James Bond there. Let's take James Bond there. He's killed the guy in the bath by dropping a fan in there. It's electrocuted him. He's been electrocuted to death. James Bond says, shocking. Okay, James Bond's not saying, gosh, I'm Michael Jordan for getting that fan into the bath. Well done, me. It's about the demise. Oh gosh, it's shocking. Dead, lovely. Is this a kill quip? Is this a kill quip? You shoot the alien, and then you just say, dead, lovely. Because I may have said a few of those moving through. I may have said one or two of those kinds of ones. But I'll get it down on the list. Dead. I'm going to throw in an exclamation mark, if that's okay. Dead, lovely. Fabulous. Monkey Pixie Funk Kill Quip. You'll be eating Pop-Tarts in hell tomorrow. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Lovely, lovely stuff. You'll be eating Pop-Tarts in hell tomorrow. Interesting also there that it's positing the idea of a commute to hell. You're not going to be eating them today, tomorrow. Once you arrive there, unless it's, I suppose it's a breakfast thing, isn't it? You're going to get into hell today, drop your bags, get the lay of the land, get your logins, and then the following morning, breakfast, I'm going to be eating Pop-Tarts, and because it's hell, they're probably going to be filled with like scabs. I don't know what would be in Pop-Tarts in hell. Iris says, I killed it, all of it. Really, because Iris is quite, as I recall, Iris is quite young. So it's a lovely kill quip. Maybe something from a parent's point of view, just to keep the merest eye on. I killed it. Again, I'm throwing in an exclamation mark. All of it. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. It is basic. It's basic, it's straightforward, and it absolutely gets the job done. Any more of those, please do let me know on my socials. Yeah, if you have any more thoughts, please do let me know on my socials. For anyone who's not following me on my socials, there's your links. There's your links. She drove a quad yesterday. I think she's turning country. Okay, yeah, so just, yeah, really just keep a lovely, lovely, lovely nurturing, lovely caring eye on that girl. Let's get on with some answers, guys. Let's get on with some answers. Let's go for the lyrics first. The musing here. Complete these lyrics. You know I love you, baby. We're good for goodness sake. We're good for goodness sake. Guys, I don't want you to scream out loud wherever you are in the world. That's not going to help anybody. because I can't hear it. I can't hear it. So what I need you to do, bosh, get it in the chat. That's what I need. That's what I need from you on those musings. Get it in the chat. As we go through the lyrics here. These are all Madonna songs, of course. The one you warned me all about. The one you said I could do without. We're in an awful mess. And I don't mean maybe. Please. Oh, please. Papa, don't preach. The one you warned me all about. The one you said I could do without. We're in an awful mess. And I don't mean maybe. Please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I've made up my mind. I'm something about a baby. I don't know. It's usually baby, isn't it? It's usually baby. Well done if you got that one right. Number 2. This one's maybe a little bit easy. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power just like a prayer. I want to take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power just like a prayer. You know I'll take you there. Da, da, da. Let the choir sing. And then it all kind of breaks down in a really energetic kind of gospel-y way that I think gets everybody going. Certainly does me. Number 3. So I chose freedom, running around trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all. I never expected it to. I can't actually remember what this one was. So well done if you were able to. Oh, tricky. Wow, yeah. That's I couldn't even sing along to that. So I just no, nothing. I mean, obviously this is Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you all through my wild days, my mad existence. I kept my promise. Don't be a stranger. Very well done if you got that one right. That was tricky because it's Madonna, but it's not like Madonna. Do you know what I mean? Number 4, you only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. What of it? Yeah, sue me. I'm singing Madonna songs and I'm having a great time. And I feel like I just got home, and I feel like I just got home, and I feel quicker than a ray of light. There. Wonderful. 90s? No, I think this is probably into the 2000s, Ray of Light. Just before she went completely beige and did music. God, she just keeps on reinventing herself and her colours. Just kind of everything about her in a way that just says to me, yeah, she's got it sorted. Well done. Point for each of those that you got correct. Well done if you got all 5. I think it was number 3 that was probably going to be tripping the most people up, but you never know. Let's have a look at some of these songs. You know I love you, baby. We're good for goodness sake. You say something's fishy. It's not me. It's this hake. Nobody saw hate coming. Absolutely nobody saw hate coming. I'll say that with some confidence. Nobody saw hate coming. And that is to your credit, MPF. Always looking at the angles. Always thinking, what's the world not expecting of me? You say something fishy. It's not me. It's this hake. Exactly. So it's kind of, okay, you know, I love you, baby. Like kind of trying the baby in question saying, hey, yeah, something's fishy with this relationship. I'm not sure it's really working. Hey, you know, I love you, baby. We're good, for goodness sake. You say something's fishy, it's not me. It's this. Hey, good little. It's this. Hey, good little. It's a type of fish. Little. I was crafting a dish. Little with new potatoes and bit. Four good flavors. Bit. It's nothing fishy. It's nothing fishy. It's nothing fishy. Lovely stuff. Killer Kilch. You know I love you, baby. We're good, for goodness sake. But honestly, if you keep this up, I'm moving you to Timbuktu. Really just throwing out that rhyme scheme there. Just saying, get out of here, rhyme scheme. I'm making my own rules. If I want to rhyme goodness sake with Timbuktu, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because this is like free-form poetry jazz. Free-form poetry jazz, perhaps? Where is Timbuktu? Where is Timbuktu? It's in Mali. It's in Mali. 20 kilometers north of the Niger River. Send them to Africa. Tough. Moving them as well. What if I refuse to go? You can't refuse. 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 You're going to Timbuktu, an ancient city in Mali, situated 20 kilometers north of the Niger River. It is the capital of the Timbuktu region, one of the 8 administrative regions of Mali. Mali. Just going to take a little drink there. Oh. Sometimes the art kind of takes me over. Lovely stuff. TB Douglas, you know I love you, baby. We're good, for goodness sake. Stop fishing for compliments. You're such a snowflake. Little right-wing vibe there from TB. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. A lot of art. Really dominated by that left wing. Not a lot of right-wing songs coming out, especially love songs that are, as you rightly point out, kind of pretty kind of just dismissive of your partner's concerns. Shut up. Shut up. Stop fishing for compliments. You're such a snowflake. You know I love you, baby. We're good, for goodness sake. Stop fishing for these compliments. You're such a snowflake. Just go back where you came from if you don't like it here. Not sure where that came from. It's a bold direction, TB. It's a bold direction. But I can't tell you it's wrong. And then finally, SJBeck72. Why are we always then playing give and take? Oh, there's some dynamics going on in SJ Beck's song. You know I love you, baby. We're good for goodness sake. Why are we always then playing give and take? Why are we always then playing give and take? You know I love you, baby. We are good for goodness sake. Why are we always then playing give or take? It's just a give or take. I just a give or take. Wow is absolutely right, TB. Wow is absolutely right. Do you know what? If you put a musing in the chat, it's points all round, guys. Those are excellent. Let's head to the movie ladder. Let's find out that musing. That musing was which fictional ghost would you be most excited at the prospect of Boston? The proton pack and a foot trap. Proton pack and a foot trap. Get it in the chat. Which fictional ghost are you really looking forward to just saying, get out of here. I don't need you no more. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Killer Kilch. My phone is about to die. No plug around. Guessing I got 15. Okay. Review and I have juice. Good game. Well. Which fictional ghost would you be most excited at the prospect of busting, Killer? Oh, they've gone. So, let's go through the answers here. No plug around. Where are you, Killer? Good Lord. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire and Anchorman. Nice and easy. It is, of course, just Paul Rudd playing the science teacher turned Ghostbuster in the top one, and playing the romance guy, in Anchorman. Brian Fantana, I believe. Anchorman and Step Brothers. You think there could be lots? It's just Will Ferrell. I did check. Let me just double check, actually. Just to see. Because this isn't... I know in the... if it was the second one, Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, that did have a cameo from John C. Reilly. But the first one... Will Ferrell... Was he... Okay, so there were several. Okay, so if you said Will Ferrell, if you said Seth Rogen, I can't 100% say that he was in Anchorman. He's the cameraman when Veronica Corningstone's doing the cat fashion show. I can't 100% remember him in Step Brothers. Catherine Hahn, she is in both, so that's fair enough. But all the rest of them aren't. I think all the rest of them are fine, because it doesn't just put in actors. Anyway, any of those will get you the point. If you can make an argument, I'll give you the point, guys. I'm not a monster. Step Brothers and Guardians of the Galaxy, that is John C. Reilly. Guardians of the Galaxy and Avatar, that is Zoe Saldana. Got bold enough in this state of acceptance, this wonderful world of acceptance that we're now in, that she's happy to put the squiggle back above the N of her name. Before she was like, just give me an N. Just give me an N. It's fine. What is it? What's it called? Oh, it's just N with a tilde? Doesn't have a special thing? N with a tilde? Oh, there we go. Also referred to as a vergulila. Happy to put that in there, Zoe. for you, my sweetheart. And number 5, Avatar and Ghostbusters. Avatar 2009, Ghostbusters, 84, I think? That's Sigourney Weaver. That's Sigourney Weaver, bridging the generational divide, the Hollywood generational divide. Lovely, lovely stuff. So well done if you got those right. This is our list. Rudd, Ferrell, Riley, Saldana, and Weaver. Let's get those back to Invisible. Which fictional ghost would you be most excited at the prospect of boosting with a proton pack and a foot trap? TB Douglas, Stretch from Casper. What a pull there from TB. Lovely. This has been sitting with TB since Casper came out in, 96, I want to say? 96, 97. Scared the life out of me when I was younger in the Casper film. The shape-shifting thing was scary. Oh, wouldn't it be great? Because this is the joy of the Ghostbusters canon. Normally, we're kind of powerless against ghosts. The only way that we can defeat our ghosts is by kind of going to therapy and doing work on ourselves. And I'm sorry, but therapy's pretty expensive, so that's not going to happen. So they're just there. They're incorporeal. They're intangible. You can't smack them in the face. You can't hit them with a stick or, shoot them with a bazooka. They're just there. They're just there. You can't. But Ghostbusters says, no, here's a proton pack. Here's a foot trap. Goodbye, Stretch. Get out of my house, okay? I'm trying to romance preteen Christina Ricci, and I do not want these distractions. Get out of here and take your brothers with you. Lovely stuff. Oh, it would feel good, TB, just to exorcise those demons from your childhood, wouldn't it? Just to exorcise those demons from your youth. Just feel like, yeah, I can walk on now in a stretchless world. No longer having this shape-shifting monster hanging over me. Oh, I wish that for you. I wish that you have a dream where that happens, where Stretch shows up and he's like, hey, TB Douglas. Hey, TB Douglas. I'm going to shapeshift into some people that you don't like. Maybe Vladimir Putin. Maybe a teacher that didn't give you the respect you so richly deserved. Maybe a brother who's always pushing you around. And you say, oh, really? What's this in my rucksack? It's another rucksack that's a science rucksack. It's a proton pack. Get ready, Chief. You're toast. Lovely. Monkey Pixie Funk. Patrick Swayze from Ghost, because his pottery skills were too smooth. Lovely, lovely stuff. Pottery skills were too smooth. Is that a fear of creating a perfect vase that would put our sense of reality in jeopardy? Or is that maybe jealousy? Is that you maybe allowing jealousy to creep in there because his pottery skills, in spite of all of the lessons that you've taken, all of the attempts that you've made to really up your pottery game, your applications to the great pottery throwdown rejected year after year. And then here comes Swayze, who's great at pottery, and he doesn't even have a physical form. You say, well, joke's on you, Pat. You can make your poetry in the proton pack, no, in the foot trap thing, and then in the big thing in the wall that they then empty the foot traps into with all the other ghosts. Which maybe you are going to be making some great pottery, but I'm not going to be able to see it because you're living in my wall. Great stuff. Maple Panda, the hippie one in the US Ghost, as she doesn't really add anything to proceedings. I didn't realize there was a US version of Ghosts. US Ghost American TV series. Oh, okay. Uptight lady at the manor, sure. Okay, lounge singer. Forgetful hippie. Susan Flower Montero. Played by Sheila Carrasco. So really Really feels like a bit of an attack on Sheila Carrasco there, native of Chicago in Illinois. Got a BFA from New York University and an MFA from Harvard University. So she's educated enough, you'd hope, to be able to pick her roles a little bit more wisely than that. But unfortunately, Sheila, you have picked a dud. So Susan Flower Montero, you're a hippie. You're a hippie. You think, oh, peace and love. And do you know what that means? That means you'll never see me coming. Never see me coming. Just leaving the faint whiff of patchouli oil and dirty denim. Get lost, flower. Lovely stuff. If you got a musing in the chat, then please give yourself an extra point. Haikus Day finally. Thank you, Maple Panda. I appreciate the kind words. Pitch a movie with a juicy starring role for an old person. And when I say old, I mean older than Eugene Levy. 80. Somebody who was born at the latest, was born in 1944. Wow. Get it in the chat, guys. I'm excited to read them. As we go through the questions here. Question number 1. Former carpenter turned archaeologist, smuggler, and tough president. As of course, Harrison Ford. I used to be a carpenter before I became an actor, and I played an archaeologist several times, and a smuggler, and tough president just once, but it left an indelible mark on Hollywood, and have an earring, and I'm married to Ally McBeal, and people probably thought that it was a May to December romance that wasn't going to last, but turns out she didn't have any better offers, and when I finally shuffle loose this mortal coil, she'll have all of my Indiana Jones money, I suppose. Not the worst impression I've ever done. And of course, these roles are Indiana Jones, Han Solo, and the president from Air Force One. I can't remember what he was called. Thank you, TB. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, TB. Thanks very much. Number 2, clearly not a cat, nor Spy Chief, nor Ginger Queen. She's our champion. You should have only needed this. She's our champion. She's the champion of acting from the Notme Tournament of Champions. It is the wonderful Dame Judi Dench. Clearly not a cat in her role from Cats, nor Spy Chief, James Bond, nor Ginger Queen from Shakespeare in Love, where she won her Oscar for a very, very short amount of screen time. Great Scott, not Scottish. His roles fester in your mind for all time. And back, it is, of course, the wonderful Christopher Lloyd. Great Scott. That's Emmett Scott. Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future. Not Scottish. He's American, I assume. His role's Fester. He's also Fester in the Addams Family. For all time and back, capital B. That means that's important. Back to the Future. Christopher Lloyd. Add a little bit of gravity to a lot of different things. And it looks like from some of the things that he's showing up in these days, he'll say yes to anything. So really just make those offers. Make those offers. You never know. Number 4, clearly not a cat again at Magic School or elsewhere. She's Wendy Darling. Cat, Magic School, that's Hogwarts. Cat, Wendy, comma, Darling. But what if it was just Wendy Darling in the wonderful film Hook? It is, of course, Maggie Smith. Oh, Maggie. But I'm certainly not getting Downton Abbey. Dowager. I'm very... like that. Pretty much like that. Number 5. Dozen Oscar noms, most of any man actor, must be those eyebrows. It is, of course, the man with eyebrows to spare. It's not Eugene Levy, it's a different type of eyebrows. Jack Nicholson. Lots and lots of fabulous, fabulous roles. Everything from About Schmidt to Anger Management. He has really done it all. Dozen Oscar nominations. Good Lord. He really captures the imagination, does old Jack. Point for each one of those you got right. Some of those are quite tricky, so well done you, if you got those right. Let's see these. Let's see all these movies. Oh, one movie. Okay. A film about the Queen Mother. Okay. In her later years. Gosh, I mean, that's bold for taking the Hollywood trend of like, oh no, it's the opposite, isn't it? No, I was thinking it was the same, but it's the opposite. Bucking the Hollywood trend as saying a film about the Queen Mother, who I think when she finally passed over, was about 134, 135. So an 8-year-old actor would actually be, a lot younger than they needed to be for the part. She gets to let loose as she's super old and no longer cares. One of the best parts of getting old. Just whatever. What are you going to do? Have a go at me? I'm 85 years old. Could be a comedy role with the royal family trying to deal with her being inappropriate. I like that. It's like kind of like The Crown. But, trying to be more realistic, I suppose, than The Crown. The Crown's obviously just like whatever, but this would be a bit more like, okay, no, we're really going to pay attention. We're really going to try and get this accurate. Just absolutely letting loose. I'm getting vibes here of like, especially like you say with the royal family, if maybe Prince Wills, Prince Hazza are assigned to kind of, you got to look after your grandmother or great grandmother here. And then they're following her around as she gets into hijinks. I'm thinking like, have we seen the film Baby's Day Out? I'm thinking that kind of vibe. Kind of a Baby's Day Out kind of vibe. I like that very much. Or maybe, William and Harry, they see her, oh, she's got a, blah, blah, blah. But then she's, just as they approach, she jumps off and they think, oh my gosh, what's the Queen Mother doing? She just committed suicide jumping off a bridge. Turns out she's bungee jumping. That could be pretty funny. It's quite a shocking visual, especially if she's wearing her hat, because that's not making the trip. She's going to come back up hatless. Then they've got to go down to the river below to try and find where the hat is, etc. Maybe she is on I want to put her on a unicycle at some point. Maybe she sings a duet. She sings a duet with maybe Dua Lipa. Yeah, get Dua Lipa in there to bring some of the young people in. Get the Queen Mother singing along with that, and then at the end she just has a big Mexican feast. Just chalupas and enchiladas and all kinds of stuff. Just stuffing that in. Yum, 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 yum. I think it could work. I think it could really work. Monkey Bigsy Funk. Boomer and Zoomer. A remake of Heat with an aged Jack Nicholson and Al Pacino's son, where their conversation is almost entirely limited by Jack trying to get Al's son's attention when he's glued to the phone watching TikTok. Okay, so it's kind of your comedy of of like, old people putt like this and young people putt like this. Oh, listening to my music on my boombox, old man. I listen on gramophone. All of those kinds of things. I think that's nice. Al Pacino's son. Let's have a little. Let's head to Maine and let's see if we can. Where's the example? Let's see if we can find. There we go. Obviously, I was looking at Sheila Carrasco there. You'll remember that. Is that gonna? Oh, is that? That's right. That's where it is. Okay. So let's have a look at Al Pacino's son. Julie? No. Al Pacini's? See any good? Anton, Olivia, and Roman. Okay. I don't know why it's trying to push Anton on me. Children 4, just 4. Personal life. 4 children. The eldest, Julie Marie, is his daughter with acting coach Jan Tarrant. He has twins, son Anton James and daughter Olivia Rose. born on 2001. Ooh, good Lord. With whom he had a relationship from 97 to... Oh, Beverly D'Angelo. I thought she was talking about the kids then. He has a son, Roman, born 2023, who is... Pacino at age 83 is one of the oldest fathers on record. He has never been married. Wow. Okay. Nur Atala. Sorry, guys. Just have to go on a little bit of a route down here. She's a producer. Oh, producer. Yeah, I'm sure. 30-year-old producer. There she is. There she is. There's Nur, who's had a child with 83-year-old Al Pacino. What was your idea? Monkey Pixie Funk? Yeah, this is a good one. That's a good idea. Minute to win it. Okay. Guys, I just think we need to just try and move past this. I think we need to just try and move past it. Because it's if we're all just focused on it all the time, it's just gonna spoil the rest of the show. You okay, Notme? Thank you for the concern, TB. I'll be fine. Oh. Just think of yourself when you were 30. And then think of just talking to an 83-year-old person. Just talking. So the big news in the entertainment world this week, of course, was the beef. Kendrick Lamar and Drake really going at each other. Really. It's been great. It's been great, and we've all been glued to it. But that just made me think, I wonder if you can guess what's in my mind. If what's in my mind and on the light box just over there, and each guess has to be in its own chat box. Famous rappers. Famous rappers. Get them in chat. Each guess has to be in its own chat box. Just read my mind. I'm screaming it to you right now. Doesn't just have to be TV Douglas. It can be anybody. First guess. Vanilla Ice from Maple Panda. That could work. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, guys. He's 83. Lovely stuff. Biggie, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lauryn Hill, Will Smith, Snoop, Doggy Dogg, Warren G, Eminem again, Queen, Nas, Coolio, Vanilla Ice, Kendrick Lamar, Stormzy, Kanye West, Run DMC, The Sugar Hill Gang, Kendrick Lamar, Professor Green, Hill. I got it. Supernatural 8. I didn't even realise that you made a mistake. It's all of the energy that comes from the game. Pat Sharp, not really sure that's example. Yeah, lovely, good. Missy Elliott, sure. Rowan Atkinson and Love Actually. Does he rap? Not sure he raps. He raps presents. Okay. Yep. John Barnes in World in Motion. That's a great shout, Monkey Pixie Funk. Nicki Minaj, TV Douglas. Very, very good stuff, guys. Wonderful efforts from everybody involved. But did anybody get it right? Now, what I want you to know is that I used some red letters on this one. and they just don't show up, I think you're going to know what's written on what the red letters are saying, because they're not actually letters, they're numbers. Or you can just about see the 5 there, and there is a 0, and there's a cent, which means that nobody gets the 2 bonus points. Nobody gets the 2 bonus points. It's fitty. It's fitty. Yeah. Maple Panda. It's fitty. Yeah. It's fitty. Absolutely fitty. 100% fitty. So it's a shame, but I don't think that makes it any less exciting. Croc points for pointing out that it's fitty. Nobody's getting croc points for that, Captain Sheep, but I appreciate you getting involved. Let's head back to main, guys. Let's head back to main. Ice Cube. A little late there, Monkey Pixie Funk, but I appreciate you really, really sticking to it. While you get your scores in the chat and you tot up your... How many you got right? Remember, 1 for every correct answer, 1 for every musing that you put in the chat. I want to remind you that in this quiz, you're only competing against yourself. There's no point threshold to being smart. If you have got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get, then you are smart. Art doesn't become successful because of the opinions of others or box office numbers. It becomes successful when you say, yeah, that's great. Yeah. If you think your performance today was great, then it was great. No 2 ways about it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, not live, make sure you write down your score and your musing answers in the comments below, because I would love to hear how you did. Let's see what we've got. 14 for TB today. Very well done, TB. Anybody else? Anybody else? A not great 8. SJ Bank 72. Hey. If you feel like, the ones that you didn't get right were ones that you could have got right, then yeah, that's not great. But if it was just outside of your realm of knowledge, that's absolutely fine. Super Nashman 8 with a 9, well done you. Maple Panda with an 8, well done you. MPF with a 9, well done you. Captain Sheep, anything from you? I got 9, but spiritually I got 20. What a very Madonna-esque answer there, Monkey Pixie Funk. Lovely stuff. I mean, it's not going to count. I'll give you a croc point if you want for going for it. I'll give you a croc point for going for it, but you're not going to. Bosh, there we go. There's your croc point. Which means I think TB Douglas, let's give a round of applause to TB for a very, very solid 14 there. Only 4 wrong across the whole quiz. Really nice stuff. Really, really nice stuff. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little something. I hope you felt creative all at the same time. We have an art right now next week. We have an art right now, and it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Several of the segments have already been done, and I can tell you, here's a spoiler. It's really going to rock your world. Lovely words of encouragement coming in here. Well done, TB. Well played, TB Douglas. Well done, TB Douglas. That's a little, as I thought that was corn then. No, that's a round of applause, hands. Lovely, 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 lovely stuff. But I hope you'll join me for another quiz 2 weeks' time, same place, where you'll have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, oh yeah, I am smart. Thank you very, very much for joining me, guys, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. He's 83 years old.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though prob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,